see you guys after the seance. Let's see you guys after. I doubt she had a sudden change of heart. Just because you don't know how she was killed doesn't mean that it was suicide. We shouldn't be satisfied with that. If we keep thinking, we'll find the truth. And that means we have to believe in Tenko. I'll make them all believe. Another non-stop debate. And we have to lie, I'm sure.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Tenko's last moments. But probably, wait, did not kill her immediately?
To take us down with
Whoops. I did not mean to do that.
Oh no!
So far,
So
suicide
what's the
seems to be the
lie?
best explanation.
Died instantly.
Her plan was to take us down with her,
That's what it will be.
so she hid her true intentions.
Oh, it says she threw the sickle.
Person. But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance. She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
And then...
Finally, with the last...
Oh no, I missed. I missed. And it wasn't the lie.
She threw the sickle underneath the floor.
Finally, with the last of her...
There we go.
I'll reveal the truth.
Perjury. Break.
Tenko couldn't have thrown the sickle under the floor. Because she died instantly.
Instantly?
Her death might not have been instant. Couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Murder?
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail. Tenko died instantly.
People are just fine with going on with his lies. Why do they all trust him?
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
How could you forget that, Maki roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
No, Kaito. Just leave it.
Excuse me?
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Just like I thought. Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
If it wasn't Himiko that killed Tenko,
Thank goodness, Himiko.
who was it then?
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No, there must have been a way. We're gonna figure it out.
Was there not...
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the seance?
Was there not any night vision goggles anywhere?
If you know something, please speak up. It could
It
be the
wasn't
key to
previous game.
solving this mystery.
Okay, sound during seance.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance?
There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed. How utterly strange.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something.
Really? No,
I'm more concerned about how dark it got.
I mean, it was totally pitch black. My job was to relight the candles. Moving along the walls was seriously tough. I heard some.
Okay.
I agree.
I agree. Break.
Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
It was a loud sound. That sounds like a lot of breaking. That's not something falling.
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard. What could have fallen down?
Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
A loud sound, like something hit the floorboards. Maybe that sound had something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark. You mean the murder? Yes, that sound had nothing to do with the murder.
I was wrong!
What else happened in the dark? I guess the singing. What caused the sound? I don't know what caused the sound, though. Loose floorboard? I guess that would have to be it.
This is it!
Yeah, that's a...
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound. That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
That's a loud sound for a floorboard to come up.
could the floorboard have made such a loud sound, though?
Exactly.
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
So I guess if someone pushed up at one end, would have causing her head to dip down. That's when they stabbed her while still... Maybe. They would have had to have known exactly where she was going to lay down.
All right then, let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
Thank you, Kaito. Always helpful. What are we debating? Did I skip through text? I may have.
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe
Plus
that person flew off the floorboard.
No.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound. Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, fair enough.
Oh no!
They stood up with such
Might!
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
Stomped through the floorboard.
A floorboard that comes loose when you step on it is dangerous. God, it's like I'm the only one here who's staying on the ball.
You hardly have any experience with balls to say that, Mew.
Don't be stupid. Don't you know me and Balls are the best of friends?
Oh my god. Huh. Okay, now I'm starting to think. Could have been somehow set up. But no. The force of the sickle. If the other end of the floorboard was outside the cage, so someone could sneak forward, step on it while outside the cage to somehow do something.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
Okay. Fit perfect onto cross piece. Wait, so... Did I not do that one with Kikichi's argument?
And stood up with such might. Someone must have stomped through the floor.
So it was that.
I agree.
Okay.
Kokichi is right. The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
But floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation, one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the cross piece?
Access. To solve this case, I'll need to think carefully about the crosspiece and the floorboard. Tenko's body was at one end of the loose floorboard, and the crosspiece that had been cut was on the other end of the floorboard. The unsupported part was outside the cage, so it could have been stomped on. Only one of the cross pieces was cut, the other two were intact. One of them was right under Tenko. The other was at the center, right where the edge of the cage was. So they would have had to have known about the seance to plan this. Like, knew about the process of the cage and the dog. Maybe it really was Kokichi. Because he read the book and was part of the planning. What was the culprit attempting to achieve by stomping on the floorboard? Think. Come on, think. Need to remember the buttons. Whoops. Now, how do I do the... There we go. ESW. So that's this. Okay, so what were they attempting to do when they stomped on the floorboards? They... oh, let's do an A. Nope. Only one heart left, apparently. Seesaw. Seesaw something? Seesaw what? Seesaw. Is that an F? It was. Let's just do it. Game over. Okay. Let's just restart this. Seesaws by the seashore? Where's C? D. Okay. Seesaw. What's the question? What happened when the floorboard was stepped on? Well, yeah, the plank did seesaw, but I don't understand the second part. Seesaw effect? It's not effect, surely. Okay. C and... Oh, we got there.
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
That's right.
Yeah? A seesaw?
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off. The other two cross pieces holding up that board were close to the cage.
It's lucky no one walked over that spot.
Meaning, if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece,
So who planned the salt circle? Because remember you weren't allowed to disturb it, and I bet that part would have been inside the salt circle. They would have known that no one would walk on it.
the next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever.
So someone could have done it in the room. They did that, lift her up, stab. Although, she was only stabbed on the inside of the sheet, if I recall.
A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
Her whole body lifted up?
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, all right. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that. Unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
Was there a tear or something in... Thank you, Carl. Was there a tear or something in the sheet? Didn't think there was.
Oh,
In order for the culprit to kill Tenko with a seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
Floorboard seesaw, the cage, and the blood on the white fabric. What conclusions can I draw from this? Only one place the sickle could have been as consistent with the evidence. Top of the cage, then. I mean the victim of the floorboard.
That's it! The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down.
That's brutal. So how did no one see that? Or who placed it there?
The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage. Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place. It's true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble. But the statue's weight kept it from falling over.
Okay, well, I didn't expect that.
Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw, Tenko's body would have shot upward and hit the blade on the top of the cage.
Ugh.
She was bent over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with her neck.
How? Yet it looks so similar to Angie's death. Yet, clearly this... Unless they somehow trialed it, and that's how they killed Angie. In the other room, they had also a missing plank. Crosspiece.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in her crouched position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
I don't know how they were convinced Angie to test that.
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
It's crazy, but it would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
so the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
Well, I'd say it was more the floorboard coming back down, but sure.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide.
Good old-fashioned. All those seesaw homicides.
Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know? They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box.
Well, that definitely makes me think it's not Amiga.
Kudos, culprit! You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Yeah?
Could her body weight really do that?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
Why her?
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
Really?
The only one? Why's
I would
that?
have thought Kyo, but
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room. That is why you chose that room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
Ah, so this is where you bring up that the other two rooms were also prepared. Or at least the one on the left was.
Oh yeah! Himiko was the one who chose the site for the seance!
She likely found
swear I
out
don't
about
remember
my
all that.
plans for the seance somehow.
It's been a couple of months.
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time. Then she waited for me to host the seance and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it.
Did she know what the seance entailed, though?
Then, she killed Tenko, all according to plan.
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
I don't think so.
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
Didn't he, in the timeline, literally just say Tenko? She didn't care about Tenko.
Wait! We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
Kill Tenko? I killed Tenko?
Himiko?
What's wrong, Himiko?
Where's this going? It's true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea. I mean, Himiko really killed Tenko? Would something like that really happen? Something so cruel. Yeah, I saw that coming. You can tell by the style of writing right when a break is going to start.
Well now.
Looks like we've reached an intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim quiz. A victim quiz, not a corporate quiz? The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out, boring crap. Okay. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
I am sure everyone is happy. How would you know? Could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. Can't take it. Can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me! Of course. Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I got to put up with all this nonsense all the time.
Absolutely right!
That's the right answer, Monodam. Hi, he hasn't said anything.
Hey,
Exactly. There are no victims. Yep. Even if you're killed in this killing game, you're the winner. And everyone mourns you. You get tons of posthumous popularity. Posthumous.
Daddy!
Oh, Daddy, you don't need to reveal these kinds of behind-the-scenes details.
all right!
Dying makes you more popular. Then we gotta die soon too. I'm sure Monodam can arrange that. Resume.
Ooh, this is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
So spooky.
Ah! I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary!
Makes sense.
Logic does not compute.
Huh? Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns. So round, so sweet, so delicious.
So terrifying.
That doesn't sound scary at all!
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
I'll stop killing them.
Huh? Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
And back to the trial.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Then she
Maybe it
needs to
really is
defend
Kokichi.
herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening?
No, I'm not listening. I don't care anymore. I'm too tired.
Well, I probably should care.
Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
Well, we know it doesn't hurt.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial!
Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired.
Come on, we have the
It's all just
evidence
a big pain.
of the
I
other
can't put
crossbeam
up
being
with
cut.
it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko is the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko! Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
You tell him, Gonta.
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
Wow, that's rude.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Okay.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, is not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko!
Mika, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after K-Day died. But we can't give up. We survived. We can't give up for the sake of everyone who died. So we're going to bring up the other crossbeam now. Hole in the corner.
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's
Need to remember
decision,
buttons.
was it not?
I did not mean to actually pick that one. There's a big gap in the middle, so I assumed it wouldn't pick it.
Oh no!
Performing the seance in that room
Sounding seance.
was
Hole in the
Himiko's
corner.
decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms,
Ichi uninjured.
why did you select the middle one, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there.
Was Trap only in that room?
No, it was not.
Other
It's
rooms may be trapped too.
yes.
Yeah, even if Himiko picked the room, someone else could have set that trap.
Your
Or maybe
opinions
bloody
are empty
Kokichi.
words.
Okay. Gonta's the smartest one at the moment.
Maybe Trap.
There
I
we go.
agree.
Gonta didn't even see anything.
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
I was way too careless.
Yeah, I guess
Wait,
Kichi-
what are you talking
well,
about?
gonna say he wouldn't have stepped on the trap if he's the one that set it up, but maybe he would, just to throw off suspicion.
While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
What? Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
I got you there, Key.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
I don't want it to be Kyo. That's my
Especially
best friend.
you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory. We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead. This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
All right. I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore.
Okay, I'll go with that.
I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
God. Who was in the seance? So it was Kikichi, Kyo, Himiko, myself. Was that it? Or was Kibo there?
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
Jeez, there you go. Killing the mood like usual. But damn! Well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro.
Soul bro?
Your soul, bro?